Today, I want to talk about Christopher Columbus. So when you think about Christopher Columbus, what are some first things that pop into your mind? You probably think sailor, explorer. You might think of the saying, sailed the ocean blue in 1492 and discovered America. And this is what our history books teach us to believe. But I want to shed some light on the real Christopher Columbus and what he actually did, and how we should not be celebrating Christopher Columbus Day, but instead should be celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day. So Christopher Columbus was born in Genoa, Italy in 1451. He sailed many places. He sailed all around Europe and Africa. One day he decided to go to Spain and talk to the king and queen, Ferdinand II and Isabella I, about sponsoring a voyage west. And when he was about in his 40s, they said yes, and he went west to America. And he discovered America. He landed in what is the Caribbean now, and a part of it. And when he got there, there was already people there. There was millions of indigenous people already there, and yet he discovered it. And that's like, to me, it's like someone walking in my front door and saying, I discovered this place, it's mine now. Which is crazy, because it's mine, I live here, my family's here, yet this person just walks in and says, it's theirs now. And that should not be a discovery, and he should not get the credit for that. He never discovered anywhere. And when he did come to the New World, he didn't do any good. He came, gained a lot of power, and invaded Native American homes and civilizations, killed their people, raped their women, and enslaved thousands of indigenous people. Now, after hearing that, if you still think we should celebrate Christopher Columbus, let me just give you a few more reasons why we should not. So there's so many different perspectives and stories of Christopher Columbus that really just aren't true. Like what our history books say, they see him as a hero. They see him as discovering America, yet he never stepped foot in the United States. And they really make him look like this great guy, but he wasn't. You have to think, he killed millions of indigenous people. And the real question is, why would Americans and the United States be celebrating a holiday about this guy, Christopher Columbus, who didn't do any good really? And he didn't really have any impact on America except something bad. The only impact he had on America was bringing slavery into it. And that is definitely not a good thing. And a lot of people argue that he didn't discover America. He didn't even colonize America. He didn't invade America, but it was genocide. And if you don't know what genocide means, the definition of genocide is the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group. And to me, what Christopher Columbus did is the definition of genocide. And I get why they'd argue that it was genocide, not a discovery. And it's crazy that we celebrate this guy that killed so many people. To those Native Americans, it was an invasion, not anything good. And one of the last things I want to talk about is that I hope that I've shown you that he is just not a good guy, and we should not be celebrating an American holiday for him. America is about being free, about being a person that can live their life no matter what color their skin is or what they look like. And Christopher Columbus has nothing to do with that, and he has no aspects about that an American should be celebrating. Now, there is a lot of places that do not celebrate Christopher Columbus today, and one day anymore. And one of the first places to do it was Berkeley, California. And in 1992, they concluded that Christopher Columbus did not discover America, that he simply just was one of the first to colonize America. And now 12 states, including Washington, D.C., do not celebrate Christopher Columbus Day anymore, but instead celebrate holidays like Native American Day and Indigenous Peoples Day. And those states are Alaska, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Carolina, Oregon, Vermont, Maine, New Mexico, and Michigan. And I hope that we can get a lot more states on that list very soon, because all those states were officially, where it was official that they stopped selling Columbus Day and started celebrating those other holidays in 2019. So why do we celebrate this holiday? A lot of people just think of it as a day off work. They don't think about it as anything. They don't think about celebrating Christopher Columbus. They just think, I'm getting a day off work today. And instead of doing that, we should be celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day, where we can recognize the Indigenous people that lived here before any of us came over here. They were here first, and we should recognize that it was their land first before we came over and really took it from them. So I hope that I have given you enough information today about Christopher Columbus and what he did that sheds some light on the real story of Christopher Columbus and changes your mind about how you think of him and how you think of Columbus Day, and that we should really be celebrating the Indigenous people, not Columbus. Thank you.